A for leaving my wife after she started having spiritual episodes, and taking my kids with me? I already know how this is going to sound. I can practically hear the pitchforks being sharpened. Cheater. Coward. You made your bed, lie in it. And maybe you're right. Hell, I'll even hand you the ammunition right off the bat so you don't have to dig for it. Yes. I cheated on my wife. With our babysitter. I know. If this were reversed, I'd be calling me scum too. But before you slam the gavel, I need someone, anyone, to hear the rest. To understand why I did what I did after that. Why I packed up our kids and got the hell out of there. Why I haven't gone back even though my wife, is now threatening to kill herself if I don't. I don't know how to say all this without sounding like I'm trying to paint myself as the victim. I'm not. But I also don't know if I could have done anything differently without destroying my kids in the process. So, am I the a-hole? Probably. But I'm also terrified I wasn't wrong. And then I met in college. Sophomore year. House party. I was there because my roommate dragged me along, said I needed to stop being such a finance bro robot and touch grass. She was there because she knew the girl hosting and thought there'd be free wine. I spotted her on the porch, wrapped in a thrifted flannel that was 3 sizes too big, sitting cross-legged on a lawn chair with a Marlboro light dangling from her fingers. She wasn't like the other girls at my school, no fake tan, no Tory Burch sandals. She had chipped black nail polish and a crescent moon tattoo on her wrist. I asked her for a lighter even though I didn't smoke. She saw through it immediately and laughed in my face. But she gave me the lighter anyway. We started talking. She told me I was too uptight. I told her she was too whimsical. We made each other laugh. She said I made her feel safe. I said she made me feel alive. It worked. We married at 25. Bought a little house in the suburbs. She wanted a vegetable garden. I wanted a 2-car garage. Compromises. We had our first kid, our son Liam, at 27. Our daughter, Sophie, came along at 30. And was a great mom at first. Warm, patient, the kind of woman who could make finger painting look like a sacred art. She baked cookies for the neighbors and signed up to lead a toddler music class at the library. I thought we'd made it. The dream. Then came Sophie's birth. And got hit hard with postpartum depression. I didn't even recognize it at first. She was tired all the time, sure, but aren't all new moms? She stopped wearing makeup. Stopped smiling. Stopped leaving the house except for pediatrician visits. I chalked it up to hormones and sleep deprivation. It'll pass, I told myself. But it didn't. She started crying in the shower every night. Once, I found her sitting on the bathroom floor holding Sophie, whispering over and over, "I can't do this, I can't do this." I felt helpless. I was working 60-plus hour weeks trying to keep the house, the bills, the future afloat. I wasn't really there for her. Not the way she needed. She eventually went to therapy. Got on Zoloft. Things seemed to stabilize after a year. She even started painting again. I thought we were back on track. Then COVID hit. 2 toddlers, 1 house, no escape. My job went remote, but the hours didn't let up. Anne's mom, her rock, died of a sudden stroke in March 2020. Because of travel bans and couldn't even fly home for the funeral. She watched it on Zoom. I'll never forget her face that day, blank, hollowed out, like someone had switched her off. That's when this spiritual awakening stuff started. At first it was harmless. She downloaded a meditation app, bought a few crystals, lit candles during her yoga stretches. She started saying things like, "The kids chose us as parents from the spirit realm." I rolled my eyes but figured, hey, people need hobbies. But then she stopped drinking coffee because it blocked her third eye. She started doing 3-hour YouTube chakra healing sessions. She spent thousands, on tarot readings and ascension coaching. I teased her gently once. Asked if she was planning to levitate next. She didn't laugh. Around this time she stopped wanting sex. Said it felt too dense. Said she was trying to transcend physical desires, to achieve 5D consciousness. I tried. I tried to be patient. I planned date nights at home, bought her flowers, offered back rubs. She pulled away every time. "It's not you," she whispered. "It's me. I'm evolving." I didn't understand. I felt like I was losing her to some invisible cult that didn't even have a leader. Just a million YouTube channels and Instagram accounts telling her she was a starseed from the Pleiades. We hired a babysitter, Maya. College student. Bright, bubbly, always smiling. She had a way with the kids. And liked her because she said Maya had a very clean aura. One night after too much bourbon, Maya stayed late. One thing led to another. I didn't mean for it to happen. I didn't plan to destroy my marriage. But she made me feel wanted again. Human again. It became a regular thing. And found out 6 months later. Not because I confessed, but because Maya left her phone on the counter and then saw the texts pop up. She didn't scream at first. She just stood there holding the phone, her face so still it scared me. Then the storm hit. Screaming. Crying. Plates smashing. Liam clung to my leg crying, "Why's mommy mad?" Sophie hid behind the couch. I'd never seen her like that. It wasn't just anger, it was devastation. The next morning she sat me down at the kitchen table, her eyes bloodshot but dry. She told me she forgave me. But not like I expected. She said she'd channeled her higher self, and realized this was all part of our soul contract. That I had to betray her so she could awaken fully. That I was just a mirror for her unhealed trauma. I thought she was bullshitting to save face. But no, she meant it. After that she stopped being in. She'd sit cross-legged in the backyard for hours, eyes closed, muttering in some language I didn't recognize. She said she was speaking with archangels. She stopped cooking, cleaning, doing anything for the kids. Liam wet the bed 3 nights in a row. And said it was because his chakras are blocked. I took over everything. Meals, baths, bedtime stories. And would drift in occasionally in flowing white dresses smelling like patchouli, whisper cryptic things like, "Your soul is heavy today," then vanish again. One night I found her holding Sophie over a candle, whispering about baptizing her in the sacred flame. I yelled, "Grab Sophie," and just laughed. "You're so afraid of the light." Typical 3D ego. Then came the guest. Her sister visited. And told her she had demons clinging to her spine, and waved a crystal pendulum over her head. When my sister came to check on us and locked her in the guest room and slid bowls of salt under the door to trap negative entities. The kids were terrified. Liam started crying whenever and came near him. Sophie wouldn't let her touch her anymore. I begged her to get help. Therapy? Agents of the Matrix. Medication? Pharma poisons. Family interventions? Soulless NPCs trying to lower my vibration. So I left. One morning while she was meditating in the backyard, I packed the kids into the car and drove 800 miles to my parents' house. I didn't tell her I was leaving because I knew she'd lose it. She did. She started calling within hours. At first begging. Then raging. Then threatening. She texted me, "If you don't bring my children back, I will end this incarnation and you'll have my blood on your hands." She posted on Facebook that I kidnapped her starseeds, and was holding them hostage in a low-vibration prison. Her family says I'm a monster. That I broke her and now I'm abandoning her in her illness. My parents say I'm protecting my kids. But every night I lie awake picturing her sitting cross-legged in the grass, face tilted to the sun, whispering to angels. She looked so peaceful. Almost holy. And I can't stop wondering, did I save my kids? Or destroy my wife? AITA?